Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we jump into some interesting source material, try to pull out the key insights, and basically give you a shortcut to being, well, really well informed.
Hmm.
And today, we're diving into a concept that, honestly, kind of surprised me. It's simple, but really powerful.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It's this idea that all those little things that frustrate you every single day, they might actually be your biggest opportunity.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's about, like, tuning into the world around you just differently.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit.
Let's do it.
So the main idea, the core idea here, is we need to completely reframe how we think about everyday annoyances.
Okay. Reframe how?
Well, what if that little sigh of frustration, when something doesn't work right, isn't just noise? What if it's actually like a flashing light pointing towards a need nobody's meeting yet?
Okay. So the irritation is the signal.
Exactly. The source material we looked at suggests these universal irritations are actually gold mines, potential business ideas.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Have you ever wrestled with that awful plastic packaging?
Yes. The kind you need tools for.
Totally. Or, cursed at some clunky app on your phone, or just found yourself stuck in a ridiculously long queue for something simple.
All the time. Yeah.
These moments, they're saying, aren't just minor hassles, they're direct signals, opportunities.
And the brilliance of it, I suppose, is that if you're annoyed by something small like that, chances are loads of other people are too, maybe millions.
Right.
So this isn't just like a theoretical idea. It's potentially a direct route to finding a built-in market demand.
Yeah, demand that's already there.
Exactly. The material really emphasizes that the world is just, well, overflowing with business ideas that are already validated simply because we all get frustrated by the same stuff.
Huh.
It's about recognizing that, real money is genuinely being made from fixing things that tick people off every day.
That inherent market validation, that's key, isn't it? So what's the common thread then? Beyond just annoyance, is it just how many people feel it, or?
Well, I think it's often the universality,
Yeah.
but also the specificity of the pain point.
Okay, like the example they gave, the one about losing socks in the laundry.
Oh, yeah, the sock clip.
Right.
Yeah.
We've all been there, that mystery of the missing sock.
Definitely.
So someone got fed up, created this simple little sock clip, and now it sells for, what, almost $15 on Amazon?
Yeah, $14.99 or something.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And what's fascinating there is how immediately people must have gotten it. Like, yes, I need that.
Totally.
And if you connect that to maybe the bigger picture, there's another case they mentioned. The common frustration, apparently, of how long it takes to trim a dog's nails. Big hassle for pet owners.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can imagine.
So this led to a startup using grinders instead of the old clippers.
Ah, like a Dremel tool kind of thing.
Sort of, yeah. But designed for pets.
Yeah.
And that became, the source calls it, a $1 million product.
Wow. Okay.
And what really stands out, I think, from both those cases, the socks, the dog nails, is how clear the origin story is. These people, these creators, they weren't, sitting around brainstorming abstract ideas or asking ChatGPT for hot business niches.
Right. They weren't trying to invent the next big thing out of nowhere.
No. They just listened to their own lives. They solved a pain they already knew intimately because, well, they felt it themselves.
I can definitely see the power in that. Solving your own problem first, that's a strong motivator.
For sure.
But I don't know, it almost sounds too simple. Like, are there pitfalls here? Could you pick the wrong frustration?
That's a really good question.
Because I'm picturing someone trying to, I don't know, monetize the annoyance of slow drivers on their commute. How does that work?
Huh. Yeah, probably not that one. And that hints at the nuance, I think. The material suggests the pitfalls usually come when people overthink it, or they try to solve something that isn't actually that universal. Maybe it's just their pet peeve, or it's not something people would actually pay to fix.
Right. Not all frustrations are created equal in terms of business potential.
Exactly. The solution, the successful ones anyway, they aren't usually about some grand abstract idea needing millions in venture capital. It's about finding that personal friction that often turns out to be shared friction, widespread, but maybe overlooked.
Yeah.
And that leads us really neatly into what the sources talk about next, the micro business.
Right, the micro business. So if it's not about, scaling to the moon and taking over the world,
No, definitely not.
what kind of scale are we actually talking about here? Especially if we're just focusing on these, smaller everyday annoyances.
Well, that's what's really empowering about this whole concept, I think. The material points out that a micro business doesn't need those huge ambitions.
So what could it look like?
It could be something really manageable, like maybe a digital product that brings in $500 a month.
Okay, that's pretty concrete.
Or even, say, a service helping seniors with their tech frustrations. Maybe that's $1,000 a month side business.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a short online course tackling a very specific pain point someone has. Maybe that earns $2,000.
Huh. Small scale, targeted.
Exactly. The beauty here, as they put it, is you're not trying to solve the world's problems. You're solving a world, one frustration at a time.
I like that framing. Solving a world.
Yeah. It's about finding that shared pain point, something specific, and creating a targeted solution, often a simple one.
That totally reframes it, makes it feel much more accessible than starting a traditional big B business.
Right.
It really highlights that idea of just incremental solutions, little fixes. And the sources actually give you a challenge, something really actionable to try this out yourself.
Oh, yeah.
It suggests take a week, just 1 week. And each day, write down 3 things that genuinely annoyed you.
Just 3 things.
Just 3. Doesn't have to be huge. Then at the end of that week, look back at your list. And the prediction is you'll be shocked at what you find.
Huh. I can believe that.
I'm already thinking about those plastic clamshell packages, the ones that defy opening without scissors or like a knife.
Oh, definitely putting that on my list.
Right. That's going on mine too.
Because the secret here, as the source material calls it,
Yeah.
it isn't about somehow, conjuring up a genius idea out of thin air.
No magic required.
No. It's about recognizing the everyday friction, the little bits of grit in the system, and then actually doing something about it.
So it's observation plus action.
Precisely. And they argue this isn't just about, maybe making a bit of side cash. This ability to observe, to empathize with that shared frustration, and then take initiative.
Yeah.
That's identified as the real superpower of a micro-entrepreneur.
A superpower. I like that.
Yeah. And it's one that most people just dismiss. They sigh, they curse, and they move on.
Okay, so let's try and summarize what we've kind of unpacked here today. The main takeaway seems to be those daily annoyances. Whether it's like a clunky bit of tech, some inefficient process at work or home, or just a minor everyday hassle.
Right.
They're not just nuisances to be ignored. They are potentially direct pathways to valuable, solvable problems.
Problems that could become micro businesses.
Exactly. Micro businesses. You don't necessarily need some groundbreaking invention or a pile of investment cash.
Nope.
You just need to start paying attention to your own life, your own frustrations, and realizing that probably lots of other people feel the same way.
Anyone can do it. Just observe.
Just observe.
Which it does raise an interesting final question for you, listening right now.
Okay.
How many potentially lucrative insights, how many of those little gold mines have you already dismissed just today?
Oof. Good question.
By just cursing the frustration, maybe muttering under your breath, instead of actually writing it down and thinking, I wonder if other people hate this too. What if that tiny bit of everyday friction you felt this morning wasn't just noise? What if it was actually the start of something? Well, something significant, worth thinking about.